Get ready to be transported through time as we explore the lives of the 6 wealthiest individuals in human history. From kings and emperors to business magnates and industrialists, these titans of wealth have amassed fortunes that most of us can only dream of. Through their shrewd business sense, groundbreaking innovations, and in some cases, sheer luck, they have reached unimaginable levels of prosperity that have left a lasting impact on the world. Join us as we delve into the stories of these larger-than-life figures and discover how they achieved their monumental success. From opulent palaces to sprawling estates, these billionaires spared no expense in pursuing wealth and power. Make sure to watch the video till the end because you won't believe who made it to the top of our list. While Elon Musk may be living the life of a billionaire playboy, flaunting his wealth with mansions, sports cars, and even a flamethrower, his $196 billion net worth pales compared to the wealthiest people in history. We're talking about the OGs of wealth who were so rich that they could have bought entire countries. Sorry, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, but even your vast fortunes can't hold a candle to the wealth of these legendary figures. No matter how much money these modern-day tycoons accumulate, they just can't compete with the titans of old. On number 6, we have Augustus Caesar, the man who was so filthy rich that he made Elon Musk look like a peasant. That's right, Augustus was not only the leader of an empire that was basically printing money, but at one point, he had a personal fortune that was worth 1/5 of the entire empire's economy. To put that in perspective, that's like owning a private island made of solid gold and diamond-encrusted palm trees. And get this, he even held an entire country for a while. That's right, folks. Augustus was the ruler of all of Egypt, and he didn't even need a passport to get in. With a net worth of about 4.6 trillion in today's dollars, he could have bought and sold Jeff Bezos like he was a cheap souvenir. I mean, imagine the kind of stuff he could have bought with all that dough. Solid gold chariots, diamond-encrusted togas, a private army of gladiators. The possibilities are endless. So let that be a lesson to all you aspiring rulers out there. If you want to be the best, you've got to have the bling. Number 5, Empress Wu. Hold on to your hats because now we're about to ride through the incredible life of Empress Wu, the first and only female emperor of China, who ruled with an iron fist and a lot of wealth. This lady was intelligent and politically savvy and had a net worth of around $16 trillion in today's dollars. Yeah, you heard that right, trillion with a T. That's more money than all the tea and silk in China combined. And she didn't get that kind of cash by sitting around twiddling her thumbs. Oh no. She built up China's wealth by trading those same goods on the legendary Silk Road, and even oversaw the expansion of Imperial China into Central Asia. Some say she was the wealthiest woman ever to have lived, and with a track record like that, it's not hard to see why. Sure, she may have had a bit of a reputation for being ruthless, but hey, you don't become a history-making ruler by always playing nice. So let Empress Wu serve as an inspiration to all you fierce and fabulous ladies out there. Number 4, Akbar. In the 16th century, there was an emperor in India whose wealth and power were so immense that they were almost unfathomable. He was none other than Akbar, the greatest emperor of the Mughal dynasty. Born in 1542, Akbar ruled over an empire that accounted for an astonishing 1/4 of the global economic output. According to the late economic historian Angus Maddison, India's GDP per capita under Akbar was comparable to that of Elizabethan England. However, it wasn't just the sheer wealth of his empire that made Akbar stand out, but the wealth of his ruling class that truly set them apart from their European counterparts. The extravagant lifestyles of India's elite were the stuff of legend, with tales of their opulent palaces, intricate jewelry, and elaborate feasts captivating people's imaginations across the globe. Akbar was also known to have a love for exotic animals, and he owned a vast collection of them. Akbar's menagerie was a sight to behold, from elephants to tigers and everything in between. But it wasn't just animals that Akbar was fond of. He also had a taste for the finer things in life, including precious stones and metals. His jewelry collection was said to be worth a fortune, with diamonds, rubies, and emeralds adorning his person at all times. On number 3, we have the Great Khan of Mongolia, Genghis Khan. This guy was so loaded that his net worth, estimated to be around 120 trillion US dollars today, would make even Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk look like they're living paycheck to paycheck. You see, Genghis Khan was more than just a conqueror. He had a taste for the finer things in life. He was known to be fond of luxurious textiles like cloth of gold, silk woven with gold-wrapped thread, which he used to make his clothes and even his tents. But that's not all. This guy was a serious bling collector. He had diamonds worth $1 trillion and 2 million tons of gold, and gold deposits combined are worth an unimaginable $11 trillion. Talk about a king's ransom. And let's remember his impressive horse collection. Genghis Khan had 270,000 horses, valued at a cool $13 billion. And these weren't your run-of-the-mill ponies. These were war-bred horses, each worth a jaw-dropping $5,000 in today's money. Genghis Khan, conqueror, fashion icon, bling enthusiast, and horse aficionado, was one of the richest people ever to walk the earth. No wonder his DNA can be found in 16 million men today. The man had it all, Joseph Stalin. On number 2, we have Joseph Stalin. This Soviet dictator was not only in complete control of one of the largest economies in the world, but he also had the power to shape it to his every whim. That's right, Stalin's influence was so immense that multiple economists nominated him as one of the wealthiest people of all time. But how do you measure the wealth of a man who controlled an entire nation? In 1950, the USSR made up a staggering 9.5% of global economic output, equivalent to nearly $7.5 trillion in today's money. While that wealth didn't technically belong to Stalin personally, he could harness the economic might of the Soviet Union for any purpose he desired. Think about it. This guy had absolute power over 1/6 of the entire planet's land surface, with no checks or balances to hold him back. He had the power to shape the destiny of millions of people, and he did so with an iron fist. So, was Stalin one of the wealthiest men of all time? Well, that's up for debate. Some argue that his personal wealth is difficult to quantify, given that he controlled the wealth of an entire nation. But there's no denying that his economic influence was unrivaled in recent history, making him one of the most thrilling and enigmatic figures of the 20th century. Mansa Musa. The man who has topped our list and won the #1 spot due to his enormous wealth and riches is none other than the African emperor Mansa Musa. Let us introduce you to the creme de la creme of the wealthiest people in history, Mansa Musa. This Mali Empire ruler was a true connoisseur of luxury, with his kingdom being the largest gold producer in the world at its peak. Some historians have estimated his net worth to be around $400 billion, but honestly, who can put a price on incomprehensible wealth? His famous pilgrimage exemplified Mansa Musa's lavish lifestyle to Mecca, where he traveled with a retinue of about 60,000 people, including officials, camel drivers, and even slaves. He spared no expense during his 3-month stay in Cairo, spending so much gold that he caused a currency crisis in Egypt and affected the price of gold in the region for the next decade. His army consisted of a staggering 200,000 men, including 40,000 archers. That's troop numbers even modern superpowers would struggle to match. The tales of his extravagance are legendary, with some claiming that dozens of camels each carried hundreds of pounds of gold. But let's not get bogged down by the details of his wealth. What matters is the pure opulence and grandeur of his lifestyle. Imagine pictures of him holding a scepter of gold on a throne of gold, with a cup of gold in his hand and a golden crown on his head. It's as if he wanted to ensure every aspect of his life was dipped in gold. When no one can even comprehend your wealth, you know you're living a life that's larger than life. History has seen some of the wealthiest individuals who possessed unimaginable riches. While the exact extent of their wealth may be challenging to determine, their extravagant lifestyles and luxurious possessions have been documented and continue to inspire wonder and awe. From Augustus Caesar to Empress Wu, Akbar to Genghis Khan, and Joseph Stalin to Mansa Musa, these influential figures have left a legacy of wealth and luxury that fascinates us. Their legacies serve as a reminder of the power of wealth and the impact it can have on the world. So, which one of the above legends was your favorite? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.